Welcome to Inside Warhawk Sports. I'm Sean Teen alongside UW-Whitewater head men's basketball coach and national champion Pat Miller. Coach, you led the Warhawks to their first national championship under your tutelage. How's the past offseason been different being a national champion in a coach's point of view?
You know, it hasn't been all that different. There's been obviously some good things that have gone along with it in terms of being able to go out and speak at some things and being invited to some things. So professionally, it's been very good. But, you know, like anything else, I got a great email from someone who said, you know, just remember you're still going to be taking out the garbage and washing the dishes and all that stuff is true. So, you know, as it changed some things, you know, for the most part, it was a good off season, but, you know, doing the same types of things, getting ready for this year and a new group of guys and new challenges.
Last time the Warhawks won a national title, that was in 1989, and you were a co-captain on the team. You were a player on the team. Was there any difference or weird similarities from being a player winning it as opposed to being a coach and winning it?
Well, it was definitely different, but I think that experience helped me because in 1989 we caught momentum. We were playing well, and there was just an energy within the team, and I recognized that energy within our team. And as a coach, when you see that, you know, one of the biggest things you have to do is not get in the way of it. And we tried very hard not to do that. But clearly it was a different feeling as a player. It's a better feeling as a player. They're the ones out there making plays and hitting shots. And really it was more of a fulfilling feeling as a player. As a coach, you're very proud of your players. You're happy for the institution. It certainly is great. I'm not diminishing it at all. But it's better as a player without question.
Well, that one lasting memory or image from that national championship victory, that epic comeback against Cabrini College back in March. Anything that sticks out?
There was a critical point in the game where Chris Davis had just missed a three. We got the ball back. We were down three, and typically I'm pretty conservative. And what ran through my mind is, let's get the ball inside. And then I thought, you know what, he just missed one. Let's run something for him. Is a little bit out of character for me, and we ran a little perimeter sequence for him, and he got an open look. And I remember when the ball was halfway in the air, it was almost like a frozen moment. I thought if that goes in, we're going to win, and sure enough, he knocked it down, and that tied it at 55, and then I felt pretty good about our chances.
You talk about Chris Davis, the reigning National Player of the Year from a year ago. The last couple of seasons, he's been the stat sheet stuffer. But now he's done. Who should we expect to be that stat sheet stuffer for the Warhawks this season?
Well, I don't think it's going to be a singular person. We have 4 returning starters, all with very good experience that can do different things. I'm really happy with the players we have coming into the program. We have versatility. We have some guards that can certainly do some things. We have some guys that are in the 6'3", 6'4" range that can play multiple positions. I'm very happy with Darnell Harris, who's a little bit like Chris in that he's 6'8". He can score inside. He can step out to the perimeter and hit threes. Reggie Hearn has looked very good in early practices. He's 6'6", very athletic, very active, great defender. Jake Linfor is a transfer who has Division I and II experience, who's 6'9" and can play in the middle. So, you know, we're not going to replace Chris Davis with a singular guy. It's going to be by committee, and as every year is different, this team's going to have to learn how to play with each other and with the new guys, and that's the challenges we face in the early practices.
The Warhawks are ranked 3rd nationally in the D3Hoops.com basketball preseason poll. What do you make of that ranking, or what do you make of basketball preseason polls in general?
Well, I know last year Augustana was ranked number 1 in the country and came into the season with a lot of hype, and they didn't make the NCAA tournament. So they finished 4th in their conference. So especially at Division III, you know, people don't know much about recruits and what people are bringing into the program. And, you know, to be honest with you, I'd rather not be ranked or ranked 25th than be ranked in a high position. It's preseason. It doesn't mean much. Right now we're trying to build foundations and build what we need to do in order to be successful this year, and that ranking is irrelevant.
You have an exhibition opener coming up November 9th against Elmhurst College. What do you want to see from your players, or maybe not want to see from your team in that exhibition opener in a couple weeks?
Well, what we had hoped is we had great chemistry last year. We had a great energy about our team. They were a very good defensive team, and those are the elements we hoped would carry over into this year. And we've been very pleased with our early practices. The defensive intensity has been great. The effort has been very good. So now it's just a matter of teaching guys how we want to play, schematically a lot of the things we need to get done with our offense, our defense, end line out of bounds plays, all those things. So, what we want to see is just progress. We want to get this group continuing to progress. We have a lot of players. We're deep, so sometimes it's hard to gauge exactly how practices are going, and I think that's the most valuable thing in those scrimmages is playing against a different system and different personnel to see where you're at. So those are good barometers for us just to figure out where we're at and what we need to do to get ready for Beloit.
Lastly, Coach, you're entering your 12th year as the men's basketball coach. What do you enjoy most about coaching here at your alma mater, UW-Whitewater?
There's a lot of things I enjoy. I mean, obviously, I haven't left. I love the campus community. We have such great support from our administration, whether it's our athletic director, Paul Polinsky, all the way up through the chancellor. The faculty and staff are great. Obviously, we have a lot of interaction with them, working with different players and on their academic progress. And it's just a very supportive community from the students to the administration to the faculty and staff. And in addition to that, we have a great booster club. A lot of those people are local. Great support from the local businesses, and the reality is at Whitewater you have a chance to win big, every year, and we've had good success, and last year we finally took it to the next level. So there's just a lot of great things about this job, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
For Warhawks men's basketball coach Pat Miller, I'm Sean T, and that was Inside Warhawk Sports.